Yo, what's up everybody? Today we are going to be doing some more Umineko stuff, and as you can see here, we are doing something very different today. Yes, I'm not playing the answer arcs yet. We are going to be doing some Umineko Tsubasa, and yeah, I found a story. It's called The Witches Tanabata Isn't Sweet, and basically it's a tiny little story with some sort of relevance towards chapter, 4. It doesn't really spoil anything, so I've heard. So, yeah, I thought, it's just, I've loved chapter 4 so much, so obviously I want to experience as much of it as possible. And, I'm going to experience the extra stories one day or the other. So, yeah, I might as well start now. And, yeah, I'm actually really quite excited to see what's actually about this story. I feel that, obviously, I don't feel it's going to be a fan service story, but I feel it's just going to be one of those stories where, the main narrative is more satirical than, like, actually trying to provide a... Well, no, I think it's going to be like Higurashi Daybreak, if you've read that. Like, satirical narration and, a serious message that it's actually trying to convey. I hope that's the case. Right, I've got to show you this, because this is actually the console version. And, yeah, look at this. It looks really quite beautiful. I mean, this is a completed save file because you actually have to have all 8 episodes completed. As you can see here, I think if I read any of these, that'd be a little bit of a spoiler. But yeah, we have tea parties, witches tea parties, and then yeah, here are the extra stories that I'm interested in. So yeah, Tsubasa, we're gonna do this one here. Right, so let's actually give it a read. Firstly, yeah, as you can see, Maria's there. It's a very relevant story to what we're currently reading, and yeah, as you can see, there are quite a lot of story. Oh shit, I can't look because I may get spoilers. So yeah, I don't know. Yeah, so writing one's wishes on a bamboo leaf and hanging them on a bed, certainly a familiar emotion to anyone from the human world. Oh, that's interesting. However, for a witch, Tanabata is quite different. Yeah, because obviously, I mean, I do wonder if the, oh, that just says, Majo tachi no Tanabata ni amaku nai. Oh, right, okay. Yeah, so that just says, that's just a translation. It doesn't really say anything indicative. So, yeah, let's get into this. This is going to be really quite cool. I love the sort of console-like, interface as well. I think it looks really, really nice. This scenario, you're going to begin this scenario, is that alright? Yes, I don't know why I've clicked it, yeah. It literally just asked me if it's alright if I can begin the scenario. Yes, of course it is. Right, the Witches Tabanata isn't sweet. This is going to be really interesting. Wow. God, already looking really picturesque. Oh my god. So that's the Tanabata, and that's the title screen as well. By the way, this is the console version, so it's going to be really different to what we play normally. As you can see there. And as you can see here, yeah, we've got the text box this time, which is going to be really interesting. Very soon, it'll be Tanabata. I remember, I don't know if you guys have ever watched Data Live. I was 13 at the time. Don't, like, get mad at me for watching a harem. But, yeah. Basically, there was a Tanabata event, and it really reminds me of this. Yeah, a familiar event marked by the hanging of pieces of paper with wishes written on them on bamboo branches. Yeah, it totally is coming to my memories again. It is not often that such wishes are granted, but sometimes spirits and souls of the dead, or even demons and witches, will find the wishes by chance and grant them. That's actually really, really interesting. I don't get why a demon would, but yeah, I can understand a witch. But yeah, that's actually really quite interesting. Ushidomi Maria was supposed to write a wish at school. Oh. I wonder what she would actually write. She'd probably write something really, really odd. There was plenty of people, so students were allowed to use several pieces if they can think of enough wishes. Oh my god, what if you can think of every single wish and then you can... yeah, at first everyone was excited about writing a lot of them. But despite their youth, after writing 2 or 3 wishes... Fair enough, yeah. They have come to realise their own, to their own surprise, that they can only write trivial things, such as, I want to be rich, or I want to become such and such. Fair enough, yeah. However, unlike the other children, Maria thought that writing one wish is enough. Yeah, I know what her wish is before they've even described it. It's to have a nice mum. Oh. Yeah, I can see a billion problem. Oh my god. Oh god, yeah. Instant problem. But yeah, honestly, I think it's really, really deserved. You know, this is a serious red flag, and it's something that should really, really be done. Oh, that's so tragic. Yeah, Rosa was busy with work and had to spend the night there often. Just like a child should, Maria understood that it was part of her mother's job. Yeah, is it really part of her job? Or is she just seeing people? Sometimes I do believe that it is part of her job, but at the same time I don't really think she's going to have so much work that she's literally going to have to stay the entire night and won't be able to come back at, like, for example, I don't know, like midnight, a really, really late time. But that didn't mean she didn't feel lonely. Yeah, definitely. So she wrote down her simple wish about her mother coming home every day. Yeah, fair. By the way, have you ever thought about who grants the wishes written on these pieces of paper? Yeah, that is a good question. There are several theories. The Tanabata legend and the various ancient Japanese gods. But all of those are in fact false. Yeah. This is how I'm going to have to reread stuff. Can I use the arrow keys? Oh no, I can use W, A, S, and D, can't I? Yeah. That's quite funny, that. No, if it was in England, or, I don't know, just in my school in general, no, that would never happen. No way. That's interesting. There are several theories, the Tanabata legend and the various ancient Japanese gods, but all of those are in fact false. What grants the wish is that witch. That witch that is closest to the person who wrote it. Oh my god. It could be the so-called guardian spirits or ancestors of that that is weird. For those without a guardian spirit, it might be their parents or a close friend. And to Maria, the witch was even closer than her mother. Oh my god, yeah, definitely, yeah, Beatrice. Yeah, that's interesting. So Maria's definitely going to be lucky in this situation, I'd assume. So in Maria's dreams on the night of the Tanabata. You know, I might actually turn my audio up. I don't know, I think I might not do anything higher than this. Yeah. Yeah, Berthold accepted the wish that the girl had entrusted to that piece of paper and read it.
Maria.
Maria. Can you hear me? Yeah, I'm definitely turning it up. That is so interesting. Oh my god, I wonder what's actually going to happen regarding Beatrice. Oh yeah, they're in the Golden Land. Interesting. Huh? Oh, it's Beatrice. Beatrice came to Maria in a dream. Oh my god, that is such a weird animation. I've never seen that before. Wow, indeed. Oh yeah, by the way, this is totally wrong. Lip sync. Today, you hung a Tanabata wish on some bamboo, did you not? By the way, I do find it really, really interesting that the Golden Land is kind of like a place... You know when Angie was basically making it so that she had a complete sanctuary to make it so that she'd be prepared to do magic in? This is kind of Maria's sanctuary, I suppose. But at the same time, it's really quite weird because I'd assume that though she isn't there in person, her spirit is also there. So Beatrice can literally speak to her in another place, even though she is, you know, in school. I mean, it's so weird. Yeah. That's going to be interesting. That wish has reached me. And I have come to grant it. Really? Thanks, Beatrice. By the way, I'm turning off voice panning is actually pissing me off. Dude, fuck off. No. Oh my god, I do not know how to control this game. No. There we are. Right, there we are. God, isn't it just weird? You know, something like this, I mean, obviously it's, you know, it's actually really interesting that the chant that actually is, like, it's such a piece of her casual speech that it's so weird when you actually realise the true meaning behind it. Now, let us discuss your wish. Yeah. You have wished for your mother to come home every day. But are you quite sure? Yes. Just that alone would make me happy. You God, it's horrible. Beato crossed her arms and mumbled to herself. It seemed as if she was considering turning Maria down, and was thinking of how to best explain. Oh, yeah. When Maria saw Beato, who she considered all-powerful, make such a face. Oh, yeah, she grew anxious. Fair enough, yeah. Is having Mama come back a difficult wish to grant? No. Quite honestly. It's a piece of cake. But Maria, consider it carefully. Yeah, that is understandable because obviously she could come home and she could, you know, she could do anything, but is she actually going to love Maria? That's the question. Should your wish be granted? That is weird. Then from tomorrow on, your mother shall return home every single day. Yeah, I know, yeah. However, she may not always be in a good mood, understand? Yeah, Rosa was the CEO of a small business. Anti-Rose or Anti-Rosa, I forgot, but still, it's just a really, really cheesy name for a fashion design company. So far, things have been going badly, and she was in a precarious financial situation every day. That is really tricky. Yeah, she was desperately trying to expand her business by clinging on to any order she could get. And using that to bring in more requests little by little. Yeah, that does actually make sense. Yeah, that must be so stressed. Yes, definitely, because the thing is, if she actually came home in such a state, it's really quite horrible to think, but because of the fact that Maria would have somebody to look after her, at the same time, that person, by looking after Maria, would be missing out on the work that she has to do. Because, you know, if she is in a precarious financial situation, what is she going to do if everything just plummets? Like, she has to constantly do work, and it must be a nightmare. Nothing can ever excuse the vacations, but at the same time, I can see Rosa's point of view, and, you know, how it would be so difficult to actually do. But, you know, like I said, nothing can excuse the vacations. Like, genuinely. Yeah, it wouldn't end well. Agreed, it would be horrible. Yeah, in order for Rosa's company to achieve financial security overnight. Yeah, she'd have to make the wish herself and make it clear exactly what the magic should be used to change. Yeah, understandable, yeah. So even if the magic from Maria's wish could reach Rosa, it would not extend to Rosa's company. Yeah, definitely, yeah. In short, if Maria's wish was to be granted with the way she phrased it. Yeah, exactly, yeah. Rosa would either lose her job or her entire company would collapse. That likely wasn't something Maria actually wanted. No, but at the same time, it's just awful to think that obviously this person is such a young kid, of course. You know, they would want their parent to be with them. But at the same time, if they are with them too much, then, you know, they're going to go into financial ruin. It's horrible. It's so tricky. Hence, Beatrice visited Maria in her dream to inquire about her true desires. Oh, so this is her dream. Wow. So, Maria, make your true wish be heard. Yeah, your mother merely coming home is not quite enough for you, is it? No. Just having Mama come home every day is not enough. Oh, see, to be honest, I mean, you know, with the Tanabata related stuff, I mean, you could take advantage of this so ridiculously much. Just literally solve your entire life problems here. Just say, like, you know, my mum's not coming home because of the fact that she's financially struggling. So make it so that she's not financially struggling. Boom. Indeed. Ah, that's interesting. Your real wish comes after. The wish of her mother coming home was only the beginning. Her true desires weren't quite so abstract. Oh, that's interesting. What about Sakutaro, maybe? Well, that's the one wish Beatrice can't actually grant because of the fact that she doesn't have resurrection powers. Normally, if the one granting the wish were mischievous, they would grant it no matter how abstract it was. Yeah, but Berta was Maria's close friend and would never play such a trick on her. Because she knew that Maria's true wish wasn't quite so simple. Yeah. Your mother shall return home and I should... And so I ask, what next? God. Isn't it horrible to think that, you know, she has to become so dependent on herself at such a ridiculously young age as well? Mama will always come home early and make dinner with Maria. What next? Yeah. We'll have fun talking together, peeling potatoes and setting up dishes. Yeah, like, there are so many things they should be experiencing, but just genuinely can't. Then? Then we'll watch TV together. Yeah, laughing at some funny show and enjoying our delicious meal. No, I see what she's saying. Yeah, that would be so much fun. I'm sure that'll make me happy. She didn't just want her mother to come over every day. No, the happiness painted in Maria's mind continued far beyond... Oh yeah, definitely, because obviously if her mother comes home and, you know, her financial situation as a result of being obligated to come home every day is going to completely crumble, then, you know, Maria, she's the person that's closest to her that can obviously have the most of her anger taken out of. So, yeah, it's going to be her fault. It will be as if it's her fault. So, yeah. Yeah, it's just horrible to think. Oh, yeah, and it's just so horrible to think that a life that, you know, would be seen as so normal by so many is just, you know, something Maria desires with anything she's got, really. It was a wonderful time just to imagine. Two people cooking a meal and enjoying it together while having small talk. Yeah, it's so normal, but at the same time it's not able to happen because of her really tough financial situation and because of the vacations. We can't forget about those. Maria had never once asked Doza to eat out. Just eating at the table with her mother was... Yeah, definitely, yeah. Yeah, you can't... I mean, it's just really quite horrible to think that obviously with a lot of normal people, eating out would be a luxury, but here, eating with her mother is the luxury. It made her happy whenever it happened, but it was a very rare occurrence. Yeah, Maria simply wanted to have that every day. Yeah. And she deserves it, she really does. The glimpse of that dream world made Berto smile warmly. Maria was impatient to have her wish be granted. But Berto merely giggled and spoke yet again. What next? Yeah, understandable, yeah. I'd imagine your dream extends beyond a mere dinner. Fair enough. So for me to continue consider granting your wish, I need to hear more of it. You two will enjoy a nice dinner together. What next? It was only natural. Fun meals between mother and daughter were a part of a healthy family lifestyle. Yeah, definitely, yeah. I'll make tea for mama. As we drink our delicious tea together. Yeah, we'll watch TV. Then I'll heat up the bath and we'll bathe together. Right. I'll even put in one of those... one of those bubble-filled bath bombs that mama loves. Yeah, then we'll splash around having fun in the tub and make even more bubble... Yeah. Then she'll kiss me goodnight, get things ready for tomorrow, and go to sleep. Yeah. God, it's just... Yeah, then the sun will rise. I'll wake up early and wake mama up if she oversleeps. Yeah, but I do find it really interesting. I mean, obviously, Maria would love to have this wish granted to her, but at the same time, I do get what Beatrice is saying. Like, it's a really, really short-term wish. Like, why isn't she considering the more long-term pieces of the wish? Or maybe she is actually considering this in a really, really long-term way, because this is what she wants to happen every single day of her life. Maybe it could be that. Oh yeah, Sakutaro's there. Was this actually made before or after Sakutaro was killed? I wonder. Good morning, Sakutaro. Yes, I know. Yeah, I'll bring mama something to drink. Yeah. Oh, that sounds good. I actually really like vegetable juice. It kind of depends on which one, but I've got this... I know this really, really good one you can get at Tesco's. If you want me to send you the link, then yeah, just comment. I would actually so recommend it. I don't even know what the brand is. I just know that it's damn good and it's sold in UK supermarkets. I'll bring her some original blend vegetable juice in a chilled cup. If she drinks it right after waking up, yeah, she'll feel refreshed and smile. But to be fair, after you've drunk juice like that, you're probably going to want to have water, to be fair. You won't be the most refreshed. I'll put bread in the toaster and cover it with rose flavour. Yeah, of course, rose flavoured jam. God, rose flavoured jam, though. You can actually get that? What? Is that, like, genuinely something that's possible? Oh my god. Well, to be fair, I can't really find rose flavoured jam, but obviously there's rose water stuff. And there's also, you know, rose petal jam as well. That's really cool. Wow. God, it is so sweet what obviously she wants to do, but at the same time, it's just really quite interesting that, you know, part of this is just, obviously, it's really, really sad that, you know, Rosa hasn't actually been able to do any of this because of how busy her career is. But at the same time, I mean, I suppose this is just partly just, you know, a child's ideals, really. I mean, obviously, not everything's going to happen, but still. I mean, my God, isn't it just really quite funny to think, like, how loving Maria is to her mother? Like, you don't... I don't think I've ever seen someone who is this loving to their mother before, genuinely. But to be fair, she doesn't have any friends and... Yeah, she sees her mother as the only sort of friend that's actually in her life, so that does make more sense now that I've thought about that. Oh god, yeah. Then I'll wait for the morning paper and set it on Mama's chair. I mean, honestly, that is a fair question. That is a fair thing that you would want to do, obviously, because you want to show your kindness. But at the same time, like, come on, man. What if she reads some sort of propaganda that could make her pissed off? Or what if there's some really, really bad news? That could go wrong. Alright, I'll be back soon, Sakutaro. Oh, she's probably going to go to school. Why? We haven't actually seen that sprite of Maria being happy in any of the other PC or, sorry, Steam versions. But at the same time, I can't can't deny that she looks terrifying. After a morning like this, I'll be happy all day long at school. Yeah, I hope so. She deserves to be happy, man. Especially in school. Yeah, school is fun too. And everyone in the rabbit band is always happy as well. Yeah, this is definitely before Sakutaro was killed. Because obviously, some of the people in the rabbit band were actually destroyed. They made a real ruckus in my pocket. I'm sure Mama will be successful at work. Yeah, I mean, obviously the thing is, there are so many problems about Rosa, but at the same time, I do think it is good that, you know, part of it's true. Like, I mean, obviously it's a really low thing to do, the fact that she hasn't actually got anybody to look after Maria, but still, I think it is, at least it's not all a lie, even though it's really, really bad, obviously, we can't deny that. I'm sure that she'll come back home in a good mood. I'm sure that we will always, always be happy, every day. Yeah. What's this? Oh. I don't really like... This sounds like some sort of alarm clock. God, it sounds fucking irritating. I could hear a monotonous buzzing electronic noise. It was coming from my alarm clock. Turn your alarm clock off. Thank you. Ah, I must have been dreaming. Oh, yeah. That's actually really, really interesting because obviously... Yeah, I do wonder what's going to happen now. Oh, I must have been dreaming. Yeah, I wish that Mama would come home every day. Oh, that's really interesting. Yeah, that was probably the Tanabata that she'd hung up before, so I didn't actually realise she hung it up near her pillow. Right. I might actually turn my audio up a lot. I don't know. I'm just gonna wait for it to test. Let's actually just discuss this a bit. I mean, my God, it's actually been a really, really interesting, you know, little bit of a story so far. I mean, I do wonder what's actually gonna happen regarding this wish. And, you know, if it does come, I do wonder if Maria's actually going to be able to realise, like, you know, the potential, you know, defects of wishing for something like this. I hope she doesn't, but yeah, I don't know. Maybe she will. It's hard to tell. Yeah, I think this should be good. I'll obviously monitor it a lot because I'm kind of paranoid it's going to be too loud. I wonder if that's why I had such a strange dream. Fair enough, yeah. Oh, I didn't actually realise that was in her dream rather than, you know, when she was near school. Yeah, Beatrice came from Doc Genjima and clearly showed me a world that I couldn't even see when I was writing that wish of mine down. Oh, that's really interesting. So she's never been in the Golden Land before. Oh my God. Wait, hang on a second. That is so weird. The fact that she couldn't even see it. A world in which my mum would simply come home every day has expanded more and more into infinity. No, it's not at all. Until a second ago, I really wasn't that way. Yeah, definitely, yeah, I'm sure that just for the smallest of moments, Beatrice granted my wish for me using her magic. Is Rosa actually home? Oh my God, she has endlessly expanded my unambitious wish. After all, Beatrice is the endless witch. Yeah, definitely, and if the world she has shown me was made by magic, as a witch apprentice... Oh, she is a witch apprentice. That kind of surprises me that she can't actually see anything in that world, though, in the Golden Land. But maybe it's just because of the fact that she doesn't have enough magical power to see this yet. Maybe this is like a really, really early day in Maria's life. Before, obviously, she was allowed into the Mariage Sorciera Alliance. That is interesting. I really wonder if her wish is actually going to be granted, and you know what the results of that are as well. I'm scared for the results, but yeah. That happy dream, which was so faint that the alarm had drawn me away from it. Oh yeah, I should be able to make into something real. Oh, that's interesting. As a witch apprentice, Mariga knew how to make that magic a reality. Oh my god. Oh, yeah. Yeah, look at this. Yeah, by believing. Yes. Belief is what grants its magic its power. Yeah, definitely, because obviously you can make a wish. Sorry, you can make a wish, and the witches can actually potentially the witches can potentially grant it, but at the same time, if you don't believe it, then it's going to be as futile as not having wished initially. You need to believe. Belief is what grants its magic power, and thus, Mariga strongly believed that it wasn't a dream, but something that actually came true. What's the first thing I should do on this morning? On this happy morning? That's right. First, I'll wake Mama up. Oh my god, I do wonder if this is actually going to be something that has been incorporated into reality. Is she actually going to be able to find her mother here, I wonder? I'll bring her a cup of chilled vegetable juice. Oh, that's so sweet. Mariga jumped out of the bed and headed for the kitchen. She wanted to let her mother know that this was the start of a happy morning, which would lead to happy days tomorrow and tomorrow. Thank you, Beatrice. It actually came true. What? Thank you for making my Tanabata wish come true. No way. What? What? Huh? Dude, these animations are so weird. Oh, that's interesting. Hang on a second, I just genuinely don't understand. So that was the end of that? Right. I like this theme. It's actually really quite funny. It sounds like something Yukishi would have made for old Higurashi. Or is that just me? No, it doesn't. That is just me. I'm just tripping. I am just tripping. Yep, I'm turning that down. Yeah, this should be a fine volume. Yeah. I feel so bad for Maria. I mean, my god, I can't imagine growing up with this. You know, with, obviously the worries that she has. It must be so horrible. The heck was that? Oh, what? It seems like Bertolt never actually granted her wish. Berncastle shrugged mockingly. Lambda Delta, who had been... No, sorry, it's not Lambda Delta. Lambda Delta! Yeah, it's just obviously emphasized in caps. Lambda Delta, who had been chuckling at how sweet the story had been. Yeah. Oh, yeah, no, I see that. Yeah, it's just really quite funny with these people because they are genuine witches. So, you would have thought that, because of the fact that it's just such a sweet story that can actually become reality because of them, they would have the intuition to just feel that they would want to. Beatrice! Noticed Byrne's lack of understanding. That's untrue. Ooh, that's interesting. I've woven a fragment of the world of Maria's desires and given her a key to unlock it. The only thing Maria has to do now is unlock the door. Even if you made her happy. That's actually really quite funny. I mean, I suppose Beatrice has actually been the person who has provided the key to the world, which actually has, fragments that actually show what is happening regarding Maria. But at the same time, I suppose Maria did it herself because of the fact that, it required belief to actually... it required a belief to make this a reality, really. Burn, you're acting like a spoiled child. Fair, yeah. Yeah, because obviously Maria had the... It's like a two-way thing, even though you would have thought that, you know, obviously somebody granting you a wish would be just something that could trivially happen for a witch. But no, it's... Maria has to play such a big part because of the fact that she needs the willpower for it. It's weird.
それだけ意志が強い人間なら魔女が叶えなくてもやがて自分で勝手に叶えるわ。
Humans with a will that strong will eventually... Oh wait, oh my god. Humans with a will that strong will eventually grant that wish themselves, regardless of whether a witch grants it or not. That is interesting. No, but to be fair, it does kind of depend on what something actually is. But, yeah, I suppose in the world of Umineko, I don't really agree much, because what if there's something that is genuinely impossible for, you know, occurrence, really? I do wonder what would happen if, like, a situation, let's just say, for example, I want aliens to fall down from the sky. What, are you going to say that my genuine will for having that, you know, happen is going to make it so that it appears someday? Or maybe it could be... It's something that you're deluded into believing or something ridiculous like that. I don't know. No, I don't agree. There's no point in witches getting involved at all. Oh yeah, fair, yeah. You see, I wouldn't want to grant someone's wish if they weren't certain about it. Exactly. Fair, yeah. Certainty and willpower creates an absolutely certain future. Yeah, fair. Our infatuation with the strength of that will leads us to just unconsciously lend them our power, right? Oh, that's actually really, really interesting. If people have... the witches are actually really quite obsessed with people who have loads of strength of will. I mean, it does make sense, but at the same time, it's just kind of surprising because you could have the most willpower in the world, but you could be a complete tosser. I mean, it's not impossible. Yes, precisely. It wouldn't be interesting if the wish weren't bold enough to make us unconsciously want to lend their power. Yeah, definitely. And I just find it really, really funny that, you know, the witches have so much power, but at the same time, they fall for people having ambitions so much. Burn, you take people's efforts and the strength of their wishes a little too lightly. Oh my god, yeah, I do kind of see this. I mean, obviously it was really, really successful, but Angie, she could have gone so wrong. She could have never learnt magic to begin with, and yet, you know, obviously she did, but still. Belto and Lambda kept complaining about Burn's utter lack of comprehension. That's hilarious. Oh. Yeah, that is a fair question. Then Lambda, how would you grant a wish? Oh. Have you also granted someone's wish on this Tanabata? What do you say, Lady Lambda Delta? Fair enough, yeah. I believe that one so beloved by humans should be an expert in granting wishes. Me. I keep it simple. I just encourage everyone to give it their all fairly and equally. Yeah, Lambda Delta is the Witch of Certainty. She praises the willpower to certainly succeed until the very end. Yeah, definitely, yeah. Despite possessing both innocence and cruelty, she also has a more tender side with regards to people's passion. Oh, fair. That is understandable. No financial strain in your life would probably mean no job, and it would just mean a constant life of, you know, fucking around, really. I mean, it would be fun, but at the same time, I don't really think it would be very healthy. But obviously, everyone wants that. I can see that. Yeah, the most common wishes I get are, I want to be super rich. Or I want a promotion. Or I want to solidify my current position. Things like that.
等しく公平に応援すると言ったが、そのずうずうしい願いをすべて叶えるのか?
Just now you said that you fairly and equally encourage everyone, but do you really grant such imprudent wishes for everyone? Oh yeah, of course not. Oh my god, I avoid granting those wishes to everyone in equal measure. Oh, that is interesting, yeah. But in exchange, I watch over the ones who don't slack off in their efforts until the wish is realised, also in equal measure. Oh, that's interesting. Lambda will never smile upon humans who wish to become super rich. Yes, I see that, yeah, but do nothing to work towards that goal. Yeah, and that's really, really interesting, because obviously if you have a really, really big goal and you do nothing to actually make it so that it can become reality, and you just prey on other people, or maybe you make it so that, you know, you do nothing of your own will, then yeah, I can so see this, yeah. Yeah, that does make sense. So, I mean, Burn is just, you know, grant anybody with a wish potential, whereas Lambda is more, you know, grant them, say that you're going to grant a wish. If they're going to do nothing to actually work towards that wish without, you know, actually having asked you, then they can fuck off. But, you know, if they don't and they actually work for it, then they can get it. It's really interesting, and it is logical, it really is. Yeah. Also, she will never grant success to those who only try to become super rich once. What Lambda does with her souls is not the fulfillment of the wish, but the power needed to achieve. Yeah, that is really, really interesting, because obviously, I think that is a really, really good approach, because obviously if you make it so that somebody just has the wish and they haven't actually achieved their wish whatsoever, then, I mean, obviously it will be, you'll get all the results, but obviously you won't have the deserving feeling that you have actually done something to get it. My god, her face! Anyone could actually grant the wish of, I want to be super rich, you know? Fair enough, actually, yeah. I mean, to be fair, you could just get one person who is, you know, really, really rich and, I don't know, somehow win their side, marry them, I don't know. But you could, in theory, get somebody who's really rich, or you could have a connection of super rich people, and then you could get them to borrow money. Maybe it could be bad along the line, because super rich people don't just lend out money for free. But still, you could, in theory, I don't know. Look at Ginzo, I mean, he did a good job. Obviously, it takes some effort. Yeah, what I guarantee is that the effort will not go to waste. Oh yeah, fair. However, you make no guarantees about the necessary amount of effort, huh? I see. Yeah, seriously, yeah. Yeah, you know all about that, don't you? Yeah, effort will eventually bring fruit, but you can't promise when. Yeah, definitely. No, I see that, because it's just really interesting that, you know, even though Lambda does actually give a wish, it's a really, really long-term wish rather than a short-term wish. Oh, that is really interesting. So even if you do as much as you possibly can to try to become super rich, if you only do it once and you don't have the ambition that says, you know, let's do this all the time and let's, you know, devote everything to potentially becoming super rich, you know, it just doesn't work. I see that. It is really, really interesting just seeing such a childish concept so expanded on in really, really, you know, brilliant detail. We always see the viewpoints of people who, you know, have a wish that they want to be fulfilled, but we don't really see, you know, the actual granters of the wishes. Really, I love it. Really?
いつか必ず叶うことの保証ってどれだけ尊い価値があると思って？
I mean, that is understandable, but at the same time, firstly, if you have a guarantee, firstly, you don't know it, secondly, you could actually give up, and thirdly, you know, what are you going to have to do for your efforts to actually succeed? Really, you don't think that the guarantee that your efforts will bring fruit is worth much?
私はね、努力をする人が好き。
You see, I like hardworking
その
people.
ために全てを投げ出し、
Oh yeah, seriously,
終わ
yeah.
らぬ苦行に身を投じれる人が好きなの。
Yeah, definitely, yeah. I like people who throw away everything for their goal and who are capable of abandoning themselves to unending self-torment to achieve it. God, no, I see that. And now I see why you're basically... I can't tell if Lambda and Burn are, like, the best couple or if they aren't or not. Oh my god, this is really, really weird. It just looks like the Higurashi fragment background, but totally on crack. Wow. God, there's so many more lens flares, and it does look a little bit different, but it totally reminds me of the one in Higurashi. Those who make their wishes to Lambda Delta must strongly believe that those wishes will be granted eventually. Yeah, that is really interesting. So you can't have a belief that something impossible is actually going to be granted. Because, like, for example, if you have a wish, I don't know, let's say I wish that I would become 18 in the next day. Like, it's just so ridiculous that I'm never going to believe with any sort of, you know, realistic basis that the wish is actually going to happen. You need to believe in something. Like, let's say, for example, I don't know, I want to get all A's and all A stars in my A levels. Like, that could be something that could be realistically possible if I try really hard for the next 2 years. So, you know, if I wish that and then I worked really, really hard, you know, she could actually grant it, basically. That's what it's saying. God, that was such an awkward example. But still, you get what I mean, though. Yeah, definitely. Without the strength of heart, the wishes would never reach Lambda Delta. Yeah, and would never be granted by the help of the magic of certainty. Yeah. And to those people who certainly never give up, and do not forget the meaning of hard work. It's blasphemous to have all of their hard work to have their wishes simply granted by another person. True, actually. Yeah, I see that. Yeah, that's why Lambda Delta would never dirty their precious hard work. That is understandable, yeah. All she promises is that certain determination will lead to a certain success. Yeah. Oh my god! Oh, I love that they put Hinamizawa in here. Why? Oh my god, I love... They knew what we were thinking! Okay, that was really not what I was expecting, but still, and that is enough. Your wish will certainly be granted. Yeah, no matter what it is. Someday. Even if you were just a child who wishes to become a god. Well, I mean, not really Rika, but obviously. I suppose you could maybe think of... Oh no, I don't know. Takano. Think about her. Oh my god. Bread of life. Don't think I've heard this theme before. God, this is really overly dramatic, this piano.
それが絶対の魔法か。
So that is the magic of certainty.
我が無限の魔法に勝るとも劣らぬ見事な
Yeah,
力。
definitely, yeah. A magic power, a magnificent power that is in no way inferior to my own endless
まあ
magic.
さりまくりでしょうが。
Fair. I don't disagree with that. Yeah, right, it's way better.
あったはグー、
You're rock.
私はパー。
I'm paper.
それどころか2回転のひねりまで入った超パーなんだから。
Oh my god, it's actually really funny. I heard this thing. I'm gonna see if I can get the comments up. There was this one guy who commented that apparently Lambda saying, you know, super paper is like some sort of other way of saying super stupid. Wait, I've got to see if I can actually find it. Right, let's see. I hope I can find it. Oh shit, I might be able to. No, I don't think so. But yeah, I swear, like, chopper is like stupid person or something like that. I can't remember. And chaw means very, obviously. If you remember une in Bloomin'. Well, if you know who une is, then yeah, you probably know what I'm talking about. Fucking hate that villain, genuinely. But yeah. Yeah, I think Lambda beats paper. Seriously. That just means you're a wound up idiot.
あんたにぴったりよ。
Oh my god, that's understandable actually.
でしょ。
You're an idiot, but you literally just agree to the fact that you're an idiot. I am sorry, but who does that? With Lambda being the only one. With Lambda being the only one who didn't get it. The three witches cackled together. No, I kind of get the feeling that Lambda is incredibly clever, but at the same time, she just really lacks in certain areas. Like, I remember the stuff about, you know, the, yeah, let's be honest, Yuri episode 4 tea party, and we just saw Burns trap. So it was a 10-kilometer wall, 10-kilometer high, well, castle walls that had a 10-kilometer height, and then, you know, it had an area of, I think it was like 1.44 billion cubic centimeters, and yeah, so basically she'd fill gems in there until she'd suffer. So then what Burns said is like, let's make the length longer and make it so that the height is 1 kilometer, i.e. so I can escape 3.6 billion cubic meters, more area, so that results in, you know, more suffocation potential. But no, man, she didn't even see it. It was hilarious. By the way, I find it so unbelievably sad that I remembered those figures off by heart, because I swear I got them right. I literally can see them in my head. I hope I'm not seeing the wrong thing, because if I am, that is just unbelievably embarrassing.
でしょ。
ベルンカステル教など奇跡を司る魔女ではないか。
What? There's a copyright problem there. Oh wait. Oh my god, yeah, I'm an idiot. Yeah, I thought, I don't know why, I was thinking Burncastle was Lambda for a second. No. Lady Burncastle, are you not the witch who controls
そな
miracles?
たに願いを叶えてもらいたい
Yeah,
人
this is
間
gonna be
など
interesting.
星の数ほどもおりそうなものだがな。
Yeah, definitely. There must be as many humans who want you to grant a wish as there are stars in the sky.
奇跡だもんね。
Yeah, miracles.
叶うはずのないものが叶う。
There's not something that should ever be
野
granted.
心は人一倍のくせに努力を嫌う下船どもが好みそうだわ。
Oh, fair enough. Yeah, though I imagine the overly ambitious yet lazy people would love that. Yeah, to be fair, you can be really, really ambitious, but if you don't have the intuition to actually make it so that your goals are met, then you know, it's going to be just as good as not happening. But that's no good at all.
素敵なベルにはそんな汚らわしい願い事なんてふさわしくないもん。
Fair, yeah, those filthy wishes are unfitting for someone as wonderful as you, Burn. Oh shit. Oh god, I accidentally went up.
そなたに願いを叶え
奇跡叶う
Oh god, I must not click the up arrow. I didn't realize that.
野心は人一倍のくせに努力でもダメよ。素敵なベルにはそんな汚らわしい願い事なんて
Filthy
ふさわ
wishes,
しくないもん。
that's hilarious.
そんな連中の願い事に見向きするくらいなら
I love how big these text boxes get. Oh god, what's her wish? Before you look at wishes of people like that, grant my wish first, Burn. Oh my god, what is it?
暑苦しいわね。話しなさいよ。
Let go of me, you're too warm.
奇跡はね。起きないから奇跡って言うの。
Miracles are called miracles because they don't have it. Yeah, fair enough, yeah.
私が願いを叶えるなんて甘いことをすること自体ね。
Oh, to me, granting a wish in itself is a miracle. Damn, she's cold.
魔女に人の情など坂にもならぬが
Yeah, fair enough, because obviously if you have human passion, you still do have a big limitation in terms of what you can actually do. Because obviously the thing is with these witches, they have more power than we'll ever be able to muster in our lives, basically. Yeah, human passions don't generally amount to much to us witches.
一かけらもないようである
Seriously, yeah. Yeah, it's just really quite funny that, you know, it's basically saying that having any wish granted is a miracle, so it can't happen. It's a good play, I won't deny that, but it seems they don't amount to anything at all to you.
残虐で名を轟かすあんたに言われたくないわ。
Fair, yeah. It is actually really quite ironic how the tables are actually turning. I mean, you know, it's just really quite funny that, you know, these people entirely base their personality based on what's actually happening. Like, for example, Beatrice, I mean, you know, she just totally makes it so that in this situation, it's just such a sweet situation, and she is also being sweet. But at the same time, like, the second cruelty gets involved, what will happen? I mean, it is interesting how somebody this cruel can also be this, not only civil, but in terms of the conversation they're actually having, but, you know, sane in this conversation, really. Yeah, but that is understandable though, yeah.
それを言われてはかなわぬな
Fair, yeah, not much I can say against that. Yeah, fair enough, yeah. Seriously, yeah. I may have been too uncharacteristically soft today.
ベアとはマリアにやたらと甘いからね。
Yeah, definitely. Well, you really are easygoing when it comes to Maria Alberto. And I mean, my god, look at the episode 4 ending. Holy
その
fuck.
甘さをもう少しマリア以外にも分配するといいわよ。
Battler. Shit. You should spread that around to more people besides Maria.
沈殿しちゃったお砂糖みたい。
You're like sugar leftovers. What?
納得だわ。
Exactly.
ベアとだけじゃない。
It's not just Berto
ラ
either.
ムだの。
You two have been going easygoing too, Lambda.
今日のあんたたちは少し甘さが過ぎるわ。
I mean, that is understandable. I mean, no matter what has happened, she has remained cold. I do see that. Yeah, both of you are a little too sweet for my liking today.
コーヒーには砂糖よりも梅干しが似合うというのに。
What the fuck? To be fair, I've never actually tried that. That just kind of sounds like disgusting, but okay.
ベルせっかくの七夕よ。
Fair, yeah, Burn. It's not like Tanabata comes every day, right?
あんたも一つくらい願いを叶えてきなさい
Oh
よ。
my god, this is going to be really quite funny. What's she going to grant? Whatever it's going to grant, I bet you it's going to piss Lambda off. Go and grant at least one
Yeah.
wish. She's not even going to do it. That's hilarious. Nope. Oh my god! Wow! Gosh, she doesn't want to know whatsoever. With a fed up look on her face, Burn disappeared. She had lost her humanity over it. Yes, definitely, yeah. She no longer enjoyed sweet and heartwarming stuff. God. That's horrible. I really do wonder what happens with Burn. I mean, obviously, Rika, we can obviously connect this and connect it to psychology as well. But, yeah. Bertor laughed coldly as though this is the way a witch was supposed to be. Yeah. Oh my god, her face. In her expression, no longer was there any warmth that had woven in Maria's happiness. Interesting. Ooh. Yeah, that is odd as well. They just kind of abandoned Lambda. Damn. I feel like there's going to be somebody else here. Ah, yeah, you're telling me to at least grant one wish because it's Tanabata. I wonder if she's actually going to do it. Oh my god. That's actually really quite funny. So, you know, dried plums. I don't really know. I've never tried a dried plum, so I don't really know much about them. But I'm assuming they just have a really, maybe they have a sour aroma. Maybe that's what it is. Plums aren't really that sour though. Oh, plums are so good though. I actually really like them. Yeah, that is interesting. Oh, she's pissed. I am a witch. The Witch of Miracles. Yeah, no matter how much the effort, luck, or enthusiasm, I know the miracle will never happen. Yeah, that is interesting. But at the same time, the thing is, if you combined Burn's power with obviously being able to raise the chances of actually granting a miracle, and then Lambda's power of certainty to make sure that miracle happens, could you in theory make it happen? Precisely because I know that I'm the Witch of Miracles. That is interesting. So a miracle can't happen no matter which pieces of effort you actually put in. And this would actually really tie to, you know, Higurashi spoilers, but Rika from Higurashi, because of the fact that, you know, obviously, if this was a world where, you know, she had put in so much effort to actually stop June 1983, but nothing had actually happened, then of course. Yeah, so what kind of a wish must I grant? So what if it's Tanabata? They're just being a little too festive. Expanding a happy dream into infinity. Efforts which would certainly bring fruit. Yeah. All of this is so sickening that I'm about to vomit. God, blech, how disgusting. Oh my fucking god, what? Who is this? Hang on a second, is this Burn with cat-like eyes? I'm assuming that's what it actually is. God, that is really weird. Oh, you think so too? Well then. I don't think so, but okay. I think it's nice to grant somebody's wish, but at the same time, you obviously need to be really careful in how you grant their wishes. You need to grant them in moderation. What if, for example, you have one of the most dangerous killers, they wish for people to be dead, for example? That's just an example of a bad wish. Or also, good wishes with really good intent that could lead to really bad scenarios, i.e. Maria's wish. Well then, allow me to demonstrate how witches must truly grant wishes. Oh, that's going to be interesting. I am, because you talked about it. I wasn't before you talked about it, but now I am, because you're obviously looking forward to that. Oh, that's gonna be interesting. Oh. Little Angie took... God. Oh my god, yeah. Little Angie took a small piece of paper at school and wrote, yeah, I wish my family to come home on it. Hung it on a bamboo branch and fastened that to her bedpost. This is going to be interesting. Then she clapped and made her wish again so that it would come true. God, thanks to her strong wish, Burn has appeared to her in the land of illusions, the land of sleep. That's absurd. God. Hello, Angie. So this is your wish? God, this is young Angie. I don't think I've ever heard something from her before. Who are you? Yeah, of course, I will not tell you my name. Yeah, this is the world of slumber, a world like the receding tide. I see.
私の名を聞いたところであなた
Fair.
の記憶には残らない。
Should I tell you my name? You'll forget it anyway.
それであなたの願いだけれど
Well then, your wish.
私が奇跡を起こしてそれを叶えてあげても
That is interesting. I do wonder how this is actually going to change. It's going to be so odd. Well then, your wish. I wouldn't mind causing a miracle and granting your wish. Really?
本当に
Really?
ええ
Oh my
本
god,
当よ
yes. Really?
でも魔法はあなたがそれ
Oh,
を
yeah,
強く
definitely,
願
yeah.
って努力しなくちゃ叶わないの。
You have got to be serious. She is literally just saying everything about, she's just saying about how she was kind of sickened by, how sentimental Beatrice and Lambda were, being, and yet now she is literally teaching the magical concepts that, were so sickening to her beforehand to Angie. That's hilarious. But yeah. It's fair. Wait, no, this is more magical concepts rather than the concepts actually required for a dream to be fulfilled. Lambda explained the basics to me. Honestly, such a pain. Yep, that makes more sense now. Oh my god, oh yeah, definitely, yeah. And it's just really quite ironic that, beforehand, in, obviously episode 3's Aftermath, this would be something that she would be this would be a person that she would be seeing years later. Could you imagine if this was the same fragment? But obviously it wouldn't be because, of the weird family stuff that's going to happen. And she couldn't hide her surprise seeing this witch intrude her dream and claim that she would grant her wish. However, she felt that the witch wanted something in exchange for the miracle. Oh yeah, fair enough, yeah. Oh, yeah, that could potentially be really quite bad. But Angie decided that she would do anything if her family would come back. But yeah, understandable, yeah. I'll work as hard as you want me to, Miss Witch. Miss Witch, that's so sweet. Yeah, please grant my wish. That's really nice. Very well. If you follow my instructions every single day. That's so interesting. If your desire for that wish to be truly granted reaches the heavens. That's so interesting. Now, I really do wonder if Angie's actually going to be able to have her wish granted. Or maybe she's taking what Lambda said about, the wish taking a long-ass time. And maybe this could be a foreshadowing of what's going to actually happen in episode 4 with Angie. I will certainly visit you again and grant it. I don't know if I fully trust her. But I won't say, yes. But I won't say when that shall be. It could be a year, 5, or even 10 or more. And the thing is, this is the thing. You really test the strength of how much you want this to actually come true, because of the fact that if you don't really care, then you're not going to be wishing and rooting for it for that entire time. In that regard, I guess I'm about the same as Lambda. Yeah, I will grant it in the end, so nothing else matters, right? Yes, it does. What if they don't make it to the end? Then, Miss Witch. God, it's so horrible to think that, she's just got such a... This is her only desire, I mean. It's just so undeserving. Then, Miss Witch, what should I do? Today? Oh.
母の代わりだと思って何でも頼っていいと言われたでしょ。
Oh, that's gonna be interesting. Today, your adopted mother, Ushinomiya Eva, has told you to consider her a replacement for your mother, and that you could count on her for anything at all, didn't she?
はい。
That's really surprising. What? That's just... That is really, really interesting. So I really wonder if, this is uncharacteristically kind. I'm just genuinely surprised how kind and how nice Eva has introduced herself to Angie. That's really quite something. So my assumption is that because of the fact that Angie rejected her and because of the fact that, obviously she wanted her real mum back, it just became so stressful to look after her that obviously because of everything that was happening regarding her life, she just started taking it out on her. That's my assumption. I don't know though. God, that really surprises me. I hope she doesn't say something poisonous. Yeah, Eva did say that to Angie today. As aunt and niece, we are connected. I just genuinely can't believe that this is how it began, really. But we are also connected in that I've lost my child and you have lost your parents. Yeah. Your child? What? And we cannot trick ourselves into thinking of each other as replacements for our lost family. Yeah, definitely, yeah. Even so, I consider you are my own daughter. So please allow me to ask you to... God, that really is surprising. So this is where the relationship became really bad. It's because of the fact that Angie rejected it. I think that's why it started to become to shit, really. God. Yeah, so please allow me to ask you to consider yourself my mother and count on me for anything you might need. Yeah. And now that does make more sense, yeah. Because I don't know why, but I was thinking of this from Angie's viewpoint. I don't know, even though it literally said that. God, I'm tired today. Yeah. God, after saying that, Eva hugged Angie. That's really surprising. Jesus Christ. Why is she so loving? God, yeah. To little Angie, mum was mum and Eva definitely wasn't. Yeah. However, she understood the meaning of those words and the affection verging on oh, yeah, definitely, yeah. But as would it be expected from a child her age? Yeah, she had needed some time to accept this. Yeah, because obviously, yeah. Aunt Eva did say that. If you truly... If you truly, from the bottom of your heart, wish for your real mother's return. Oh, that is interesting. Then you must never let anyone else take her place. That's poison. Oh my god, if her place in your heart is taken by someone else, she will never come back. Oh, that's horrible. That really, really is. Oh my god. To little Angie, that seemed very logical. Yeah, if she accepted someone who wasn't her mother as her mother, her real mother would have no home to return to. No, but at the same time, it doesn't really matter. I mean, she is a human being, but at the same time, if Angie is the one providing a miracle, she wants her mum to return, and yet she has a mum because of the fact that she's accepted somebody else as a mum, then, yeah, it does make sense. I just genuinely can't believe that she actually initially accepted what Eva did. But I'd assume, and this really surprises me, but I am also assuming that, with Eva, she's probably firstly tried to show some love, but then, reality about the head of the family hit. God, I really wonder what's actually going to happen here. god. Why is it red?
ね、
Alright.
本当の母のために大切なことでしょ。
Yeah, that's important for your real mother, is it not?
はい
Yeah.
魔女様
Miss
エ
Witch.
ヴァおばさんはエヴァおばさんです
Aunt Eva is just Aunt Eva.
絶対にお母さんとは呼びません
Yeah, I'll never call her my mother. Yeah, yeah, fair enough. Yeah.
ええ、
Wonderful.
そ
Wonderful!
してエヴァはこうも言ったわね。
But Aunt Eva also told you something else, did she not? Well, no, we cannot forget the scars. Oh, yes, definitely. Yeah, we cannot forget the scars on our hearts. And together we have forgotten how to smile. Yeah, definitely. However, I believe this would surely sadden my child and your parents. Yeah. God, it really, really is quite something that I just genuinely can't believe that in this situation, you know, it's just one where even Eva is nice. Now, I don't really know if I should treat this as part of the real story or part of the other one. It kind of depends on how it ends. Because this could be another fragment that's just similar to episode 3. By the way, interesting the Dokenjima painting there. Wouldn't it be alright if we could remember how to smile if only a little bit at a time? Of course, we can't do this right away. We'll have to remember I forgot to smile bit by bit. Yeah, understandable. It is an effort that takes time to actually become effective. That's why I've decided that from today on, I'll try my best to practice smiling. God. That's weird, isn't it? Angie-chan, if you ever remember how to smile, please show me too. I feel that if we do that, we'll be able to remember how... Yeah, because obviously in even such a horrible situation where everybody is totally wounded, if these people know how to be happy and know how to make the most of their time together, they will be able to get through it. I don't disagree with that. Yeah, this is going to be interesting. What's actually going to happen?
エヴァおばさんは確かにそう言いました
Yeah, Aunt Eva definitely said. This is really, really scary though, because I kind of get the impression that this has the potential to destroy every single bond that they've actually had. Yeah. Yeah, definitely, yeah. Yeah, George! And obviously, oh my god, could you imagine if, you know, the afterlife did actually exist and these people had died and they'd just been able to have... Well, I mean, obviously it does exist in Umineko. Could you imagine if after they have died and, you know, their souls have actually got to watch over what's actually happened? Oh my god, regarding not only Angie, but also, you know, regarding Eva. I mean, my god, what the fuck would George think? Hideyoshi as well. I mean, what would he think? Because obviously he is a person who has a really, really ethical business model, really. Actually, we don't know that, but let's be honest, I think it's very unlikely someone like Hideyoshi is going to be unethical. And to be fair, it's not hard to be unethical in a restaurant profession, but still, I just hope he isn't. Gosh. It is weird that somebody has to practice smiling in situations that are just so horrible like this. Yeah, because obviously if both of them remember how to smile and they can actually make the most of their time, you know, maybe Angie's not going to have as awful as a send-off as we saw in episode 3's Witches Tea Party. Yes, Aunt Eva definitely said that. Oh, that's poison. Yeah, so basically if you want your families to return, which basically means if you want your family to return, even though it's basically a chance of impossible odds, you need to basically ruin your entire relationships with your family so that it's got an increased chance. I mean, that is absurd. That really, really is. And it's just interesting here. We're seeing so many angles of wishes. We're seeing the unrealistic ones, and we're also seeing the ones that, you know, to grant them, total evil actually has to occur. If you want your family to come back, your pain and sorrow must be strong enough to lift what... Yeah, lift that wish to the heavens. Yeah, that... Jesus fucking Christ. Until that day, you must not smile even once. Not even once. To be honest, I kind of get the... It's just so horrible. I mean, this is the worst thing. It's going to be so hard for Angie to actually turn this down because, you know, who would turn down something like this? But at the same time, you know, are you thinking, do you want your parent back, or do you want your life to be total misery on something that may or may not happen? But obviously Angie's really young. She's not going to think about it with this angle. She could potentially make a decision that may ruin her entire future right here. Exactly. Oh, I'll be watching over you. If it seems like a smile is going to come upon your face, even once, fucking hell. You are poison. I'll consider that a sign that you no longer care about your family coming back. Jesus. I promise that in that case, they will never return. Jesus. Yeah, I don't want that. I will never smile again. Oh. I can't believe this. Not until Dad, Mum, and Oni-chan come home. God, yeah. Oh, of course it's in the arcade. The UFOs game. Yeah, you must never feel happiness. Poison. You must never experience joy. Yeah. No, but it is really interesting, ironically, you know, this guy, I think he'll definitely be able to tell us about how, you know, total pain and sorrow is the main driving force for the results of, you know, winning and, you know, shattering any possible performance that you had beforehand in, you know, the games that you're playing. And it's just really, really surprising to me, you know, how much they're going to have to give up. I mean, I can't believe this. I mean, God, this is proper bullying. This is the worst form of bullying one could possibly have. Especially because of the fact that they don't realise it's bullying. Or manipulation. Manipulation's a better word, actually, but still, you get what I mean. God. Jesus fucking Christ, that's her own guardian! And you must stay away from the demon who will try to make you forget that, who will try to deceive you. Ushinomiya Eva will try to cross that resolve many times with her sweet words. You bastard! But you must never listen to them, alright? Eva is a demon who will try and steal away your family for all eternity. Oh, that's horrible. So Bernard's basically just trying to manipulate Angie into thinking that because of the fact that she actually believed in Eva and, you know, believed in being happy with her to try and make the times better, you know, she has made all of her family been stolen away. This is awful. Oh my God. Yeah, my resolve won't break. Yeah, and as a result of this, their relationship is entirely going to become screwed. Yeah, my resolve won't break until my wish becomes true. I certainly will not listen to Aunt Eva's words. God, it is horrible. Yeah, please grant my wish, Miss Witch. Fine. As long as you continue to keep your promise. Firmly and forever. Yeah.
願いを叶えてあげるわ。
And it's ironic how much this is actually setting up for episode 3. But the only thing is, it is actually really quite funny. Byrne totally lied about the fact that she's actually granting her wish. It's not the truth whatsoever. It's absolute bullshit. She's only granted the feeling of, you know, the wish of seeing her brother. Nothing else. It's alright.
私はあなたのその高潔な意志を
Yeah. I will
決して
definitely...
ないがしろにしない。
I will definitely not ignore your pure-hearted resolve. Yeah, I do wonder what's going to happen now. Ooh, new soundtrack. Okay, this is... Ooh. This is an interesting soundtrack. I've never heard this one before. Yeah, this is why people say not to play these, you know, now, but after, because, yeah, obviously spoilers for stuff, but, yeah. So, I'm assuming that this theme is going to be really associated with evil. I know it actually is introduced in episode 5, which I'm literally playing after this, so, I'm gonna begin after this, so, yeah. Yeah. I like this. This is actually a really quite energetic song. It sounds like a definite evil, whatever it is. Oh, this is really groovy. I actually really like this. Yeah, God, this is really, really scary, though, because what the evil actually signifies is the potential ruination of Angie's life, in my opinion. Ooh, I like that. I like that little key sound the next morning. Oh god, Ushinomiya Enja clearly announced it to Eva. Oh. Those words were a spell that would bring forth the miracle of her. I know, but at the same time, this is the really, really bad thing, because obviously this is going to lead to the entire ruination of their relationship. It's horrible. And they were also a curse. Yeah, that the cruel witch had made her say. Yeah, on that day, those words have forever. Seriously, yeah, stolen the smiles from both Eva and Enja.
魔女にはこんな七夕の方が素敵じゃない？
Oh, that is interesting. Yeah, to be honest, it is. I mean, it's just really quite surprising, though, because obviously Byrne, I mean, obviously I don't doubt that she's evil whatsoever, but I always thought that, you know, she was really evil because of the fact that you can never tell her motivations and her true intent. But I didn't realise that she was just as cruel as the rest of them. I mean, my god, it's just really interesting, this, though, because this basically sets up the entire, you know... I do wonder if Byrne was actually doing this with the intent of making Angie a peace. No, she wasn't. I think this is a different fragment. But still, isn't it just so unbelievably horrible to think that, you know, Angie and Eva, they could have actually lived a good life if they had accepted each other in the beginning? I mean, that is absurd. But to be fair, I do think it would have been still very hard for Angie. Like, look at all of the public propaganda that Eva got, and, you know, look at also the responsibility to look after somebody who's growing up. I mean, that would come down on her eventually, but still. Yeah, that's horrible. Yeah.
退屈し
Oh, no fucking way. Oh, this won't get boring.
もうしばらく程度には
Not for... She's gonna do it more? Oh, shit. Yeah, these kind of fragments exist, but what do you think? All of you who like these kind of ill-natured stories would much prefer something this bitter, right? I mean, to be fair, that is understandable, but at the same time, I mean, yeah, you're gonna... From a Saya no Uta fan, you've got to go a little bit more dark than this. Will this do? Better? Oh, that's interesting. All I really did was make a tail more suited to my bro. Oh, God. Yeah, I don't really... Oh, yeah, just simplify it like that. You've just entirely ruined a poor, innocent kid's life. But, yeah, let's just simplify it like this. Really good idea, man. God. Oh, that's it. Oh, is that actually it? Or is there more? Because I don't know. Oh, it is it. Right, well, that was a really, really interesting story. And let's be honest, it does actually kind of make sense now that you just see the uncharacteristic kindness of witches. There has to have been just one witch who had to break it. That was a really, really interesting story, and I do like it. But to be honest, I kind of wish this story was longer, to be fair. I really wanted to actually see, what actually happened with Maria in the end. And, yeah, it was interesting. It really, really was. And, yeah, I just genuinely wonder what would have actually happened in this fragment with Maria and, everything that would have happened regarding her, an increase in her relationship with her mom and how it would have been. Now, I kind of get the impression that even though these existing wishes that she had were really, really sweet, they would not have been good whatsoever, because obviously Rosa would be in a lot more financial strain, which she would obviously then take out on Maria. I mean, look at the scene where she literally tortured Maria. No, sorry, Maria literally tortured her. Totally took out her financial problems on her, really, and just all of the problems that she had in general been experiencing. I mean, yeah, it is interesting just to think that, with Burncastle as well, I really, really like that alternate take on the, witch granting. And this is really, really interesting because this really gives me an indication of how absurdly, brutal Burn is. And I feel like Lambda, obviously, but Burn as well. I mean, she sounds like a person to be scared of, because of the fact that we can never, ever trust her. We really, really can't. Like, she's going to make it so that, Beatrice obviously can't win. She doesn't want Beatrice to win. But, look at what she did, for example, to make Angie, the piece, actually, be motivated to fight. Completely lied to her. All of her, efforts were done on the basis of a lie. Right. Very interesting story. Very fun story. Really quite sweet and tragic as well. We can't forget that. But it was really good, though. So, yeah, I'm happy I read this. And I really like seeing, more about the witches. Oh, God, more about, Angie as well. That was horrible. And it's just really interesting to sort of picture an alternate scenario where, as impossible as it may sound, Eva has forgot about her stress and she's made it so that, the life of Angie is more important than her coping, really. And she's actually been able to have a good relationship with her. But, yeah, it is interesting to think what that could have been like. But yeah, I'm gonna go now. Hope you guys enjoyed, and yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Don't know if you're gonna watch the episode 5 playthrough, because that's what we're beginning today, or maybe you're gonna watch more of the Tsubasa playthrough, but yeah, whatever you're doing, hope you enjoy it. So yeah, see ya.